So Damian Lillard forces Portland hand, and it's pretty much being reported per Sham Charania that Damian Lillard is willing to not attend training camp if he's not traded to Portland. If he's traded to any team except Portland, he's even willing to miss training camp. He's willing to sit out. And, I've seen people, push back at Damian Lillard's decision, saying that, players shouldn't have the power to choose where they want to go. They get to pick where they want to go. If I'm not mistaken, you should thank LeBron James. Remember, it's called player empowerment. This is what y'all constantly praise LeBron James about. And I know you always bringing up LeBron James. LeBron James is living rent-free in your head. LeBron James frugal. He's tight on the dollar. So the cost of living in my head, he doesn't want to live there. So no, LeBron James isn't living rent-free in my head. Nobody's going to live rent-free in $1 million mind. Never. But anyway, Damian Lillard is playing it smart because the Portland Trail Blazers would trade Damian Lillard anywhere that he does not want to go, just out of spite. Just out of spite, because they're triggered and bothered at the fact that he decided that, hey, I can't pride myself on loyalty any longer, because the Portland Trail Blazers, which I think they did a phenomenal job in terms of putting the talent around him. I just think that everybody gives Damian Lillard a pass. He's had CJ McCollum around him. He's had talent around him. Although he hasn't had, or he hasn't just, it's just the simple fact that he hasn't made the players around him better. He's not as great as Steph Curry. It's a wonderful thing that Damian Lillard is unconscious in the fourth quarter. He's a killer in the fourth quarter. However, it's more to the game than just being able to shoot from half court. To shoot these imaginary 4-point shots is truly amazing. But at the end of the day, you don't win games just shooting imaginary 4-point shots or shooting 3-pointers all day. Steph Curry moves without the ball constantly. He's getting his teammates involved. He leads by example. He's a workaholic. Getting other players involved, setting up his teammates, allowing not just himself, but Draymond Green to be the heartbeat to the team. Being the driving force. Allowing Kevin Durant to come to his team and be a leader. Allowing Jordan Poole to flourish. Allowing Klay Thompson to have his nights. That is what you call the real definition of a leader. Damian Lillard does not check a lot of those boxes. However, him going to Miami, we know that Pat Riley gets the best out of his players. So he's going to force the hand of the Portland Trail Blazers, because now every team is going to be hesitant to want to trade for him because they don't know if he's going to stay around. They don't know if he's going to miss training camp. They don't know if he's going to sit out. And if he sits out, he's willing. Damian Lillard has enough money to be able to sit out and say, you know what, I don't want to play. He has enough money to miss a year. And what does that do? It loses money for your franchise, because everybody's coming to see Dame Lillard, and you're willing to just, find a man and he's still going to get paid regardless. In some way, he's already built enough popularity to where Damian Lillard can get a bag by just, showing up somewhere. So he's forcing the hand of the Portland Trail Blazers. Like I said, he just doesn't get the best out of his players like a Steph Curry. He's been close to the Western Conference Finals. He had an opportunity to go up against Steph Curry even without Kevin Durant. He attacked these dudes for having a super team, but he doesn't want to make sacrifices. This is what Damian Lillard had to learn. people want to be able to have their cake and eat it too. They want to be able to, they don't want for people to attack them and try to, shame them for having super teams. But they want to be able to have the luxury of having those same players come to them. He don't want to be looked at as taking the easy way out. But like I said, Damian Lillard has come to his senses. But it's smart what he's doing. I knew he was going to do this. I knew he was going to force the Portland Trailblazers' hand, because now they have to take the best offer that Miami has. Because you're not willing to have Damian Lillard on your team and he's not giving you his best. He's not giving you his all. He doesn't want to be there. And as I said, that front office is going to do whatever they can to, capitalize it and make the most money possible. They're willing to trade him wherever he don't want to go out of spite, because they're butthurt that he wants to go. Let him go. Rebuild. The Cleveland Cavaliers are living proof that you could rebuild a team into a contender, But it's player empowerment. People are biased. This is why I can't stand, my mom say, stop using the word hate, but I gotta say it. I hate today's modern fan, bruh. They make the game, it's not even fun to watch no more. It's trash. Because they pick and choose. It wasn't a problem when Anthony Davis forced the hand of the New Orleans Pelicans to get to Los Angeles to play with LeBron James. As long as every player is forcing their hand or forcing the team's hand to say, listen, I'm willing to sit out anywhere I go. It's right in the Rich Paul playbook. It's right in the Clutch Sports handbook. They gave the blueprint. Just pretend that wherever you go and you're not going to participate in any of the activities that they got. Act like you don't want to be involved or play with any other team, and they're going to trade you to where you want to go. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. So when Anthony Davis wanted to do it, so he could get to LA to win a championship and play alongside LeBron James, everybody thought it was the greatest thing in the world. Greatest idea. Nobody said, the players shouldn't be able to control where they want to go. So if that's the case, you have an issue with the 3-year deal and that last year being the player option, knowing that you can control your destiny. You have an issue with that. You can't get upset at the players who want to sit down and they want to do load management. You can't be mad at the players that don't want to compete in a dunk contest. This is player empowerment. Now Miami is more than likely only going to have to give up either Tyler Hero and a few draft picks, or they're going to only have to give up Duncan Robinson and a few draft picks. They've already made room. I already knew that they were making room for Damian Lillard when they, got rid of Gabe Vincent and a lot of those other guys. They were making room. So what I would do is I would trade Tyler Hero, because although Tyler Hero is a really good player down a stretch of games and he can really make some clutch shots, he's very injury prone, I should say. See, people don't understand the difference because they don't know what loyalty is. Most humans don't know what loyalty is. See, they say, you shouldn't be loyal to a franchise because they're willing to trade you. If you're a star player like Kobe Bryant, you see that Kobe Bryant used his situation as leverage. He only requested a trade because he knew that the franchise weren't willing to risk the type of caliber player that Kobe Bryant is. They know that Kobe Bryant is up there with the Michael Jordans of the world. Why would I risk losing a player who's arguably in a conversation with Michael Jordan in terms of skill set? Why would I lose that when I can go out and build around them? So I'm going to use it as leverage. I can threaten to leave to get the things that I want. A female can complain about leaving, but the question is, did she go anywhere? No. So Kobe Bryant used that as leverage, but Kobe Bryant, of course, was loyal to that team. Loyalty is you could threaten to leave, but you don't go nowhere. He stayed loyal because he was there for 20 years. A franchise is going to be loyal to you. A franchise is going to get you the things that you want if you're that star player. It's about business at the end of the day. You seen that Kobe got injured, and look how the Laker front office repaid him. They still gave him a big contract. They still kept Dirk Nowitzki past his prime. Because why? His name was Dirk Nowitzki. He was a big star in what he already built in Dallas. Dwayne Wade was able to go back and retire with the Miami Heat, although he was past his prime. Are you getting my drift? So a franchise will go to certain lengths depending on the player. They're going to be loyal to where the money is. The franchise would have continued to be loyal to Damian Lillard. Why? Because he's bringing in money. You got to make business sense. They're going to be willing to try to get what they can for him to be able to win.